Good morning. I'm Monique Ruffin, your Moon Mama. How's everybody doing? We are still, so today, let me say this, today is Sunday, and Sunday is the day governed by the sun. And the thing that's so amazing about the sun and being, and following astrology is that the sun is the star that does one thing and does one thing well. It literally shows up and generates energy, gives light, sustains life, and that's all that it does. And it does it no matter what. So the sun is the reason for all of this, right? So it's really important in my work that I do for us to understand our relationship to the sun, even as I talk mostly about the moon. Well, because the moon is reflecting the light of the sun. That's what it's doing. Like the moon is a mirror that reflects the light of the sun. And so the sun is our power center, our source. And wherever the sun is in your chart, that is your sign, right? So I'm a Virgo because the sun is in Virgo in my chart. And so your sun sign is your astrological sign. So it's how your personality expresses. And so just, spend time getting curious about that, like who you are. Like that's very important. And the sun is the thing that will lead you to who you really, truly are. And the metaphor in Christianity was like to follow Christ, because Christ, Jesus Christ, was the representation of the sun in ancient times, astrology. And so when you follow Jesus Christ, you would find who you are, right? You would find the Christ consciousness within you, the way that Jesus did. And so in modern times in astrology, all you need to do is follow your sun, and it will take you to who you are, and help you. It will lead you to the most developed experience of itself in you, if you can surrender and trust and allow it to occur. So it's really intense around here. I have to say, I don't even know what to say, but I will begin by saying we are fully immersed in this Cancer Capricorn eclipse wormhole. We are also in a Mercury retrograde, which is also very intense. And many of us are being shaken to our very core, like our core issues or experiences are coming up that are touching our core issues around our family, around our bodies, like health, money, like at the very core, the things that keep you allowing to flow and be who you are being questioned at this time. Right? Like the things that just like get your attention and you can't hide it, you can't run from it, are being questioned at this time. And so we are in a Sagittarius moon today, and it is going to be void all day long. And I encourage you all to spend time really in profound prayer and meditation. Like sacred practice, devotion is extraordinarily important. It is important for you to worship, literally worship yourself. yourself. We got it so wrong in this culture because we're constantly looking for something outside of us and looking for heroes and wanting more things. All of that takes us away from ourselves and the truth that that you deeply desire is all inside of you. And so that is why it is important to know yourself. Like I said, follow the sun in your chart. It will lead you to yourself and lead you to the path that will offer you the most fulfillment, the most happiness. And our culture distracts from that, and it tries to convince us that you'll be happy when you have a husband or children, or you'll be happy when you have a quadrillion dollars. And the reality is that what I'm learning for myself, and it's hard to admit this, I honestly don't know what will make me happy. I think I know what will make me happy, but often I've gotten the things that I think will make me happy and they make me fucking miserable. And I know that many of you experience that. And so what happens is, and I'll use my marriage as an example, like I married a really amazing human being. Amazing. Who I am today, this spiritual work that I do, is because of him. I mean, like he turned me on to it. He pointed me in the direction. And because our marriage didn't work, my tendency was to think that it was because I married the wrong person, right? But when I started understanding my astrology and understanding that independence and being, spending a lot of time alone and trusting my own thoughts and not really allowing my energy to blend with others is my happy place. So I would never be able to have the socially acceptable marriage that the culture says is desirable, because that's not who I am. But I didn't know that, and I would have continued to force that because the culture and all my friends and everybody in the world says you got to have that, right? And it's important for us to really learn who we are so that we are not attempting to force a square peg into a round circle, and be ourselves. And so I encourage you to begin to, like today with the moon in Sagittarius, what is your truth? What is your truth that has nothing the fuck to do with anybody else? What is your truth? What is your truth about your sexuality? What is your truth about the way you love? What is the truth about what you believe that makes you feel good? What is the truth about what turns you on and what turns you off and what opens your heart and what shuts you down? What is the truth about that for you? And there are so many answers to that. It would take you years to answer those questions if you really did the work, if you dug in and got curious. And why do I do this? I know there were so many things in my life that I was doing because I thought that I should. And none of those things are true. I remember my relationship with my best friend, and she's had a very long, sustaining, successful marriage. And I just really thought that that was what I wanted. And when I got true to myself, I realized that's not me. And now I see her being so happy in her relationship, and I love it. I love both of them. And I know that that's not my path, not that way, because that's not who I am. I love being alone. I love having more than one partner. I love diversity in my romantic experiences. And so because I'm knowing that about myself now, I can pursue that. And I don't have to feel like I'm making a mistake or I'm failing because I can't have or access what the culture says is the thing that we desire. Some of us can, but some of us cannot. So find your truth. And that is what you can work on today, because we're in this Sagittarius void moon. And it just spend a little time. You don't have to spend a lot. Journal about it. Pay attention. And then again, what's the one thing you're really good at? Because the sun on Sunday, right, governed by the sun, it's about being true to one thing that is your superpower and doing it joyously, doing it no matter what, not letting anything keep you from it, and seeing how that will lead you to the greatest fulfillment you have ever believed possible. So with that, my name is Monique Ruffin. I encourage you, please sign up. Come and get natal chart readings and full moon readings. Sign up for my email list. I am going to be hosting a full moon meditation with my partner, Cheryl Bouget, on tomorrow evening, Monday evening at 6:30. I would love for you to join us. What else? And join my moon manifestation work, because this is the work that helps you get to yourself, who you really are, and we need that more now than ever. Peace and blessings. I'm Monique Ruffin, your Moon Mama. Bye-bye.